Where did these two get behind me? I should have heard them sooner. Bro, your ears are trash. Look how they're down compared to theirs. I'm no knight, but magic hasn't failed me yet. It clearly has since they snuck up on you like Minito. How are y'all doing? It's your boy JC and welcome back to another one-off game. I don't know what to really call this series. I guess we're gonna start calling it one-off games, whatever it is. Bruh, come on, dude. I have to check it out. People in the itchio community has been saying this is kind of fire. I want to put my fingers on it. You know what I'm saying? I want to put my fingers on it, like how my fingers. What a man, Buddha, like. Come on, bro. Let me put my fingers on it. Pause. They say the scarlet leaves of autumn hold many secrets. If you listen close enough, you can hear almost the cacophony of mysteries tried so desperately to convey before they wither in the winter, with secrets left untold. If only that were true. But it's just a prose. The dying leaves on the autumn trees cannot tell us where the missing have been stolen away. They could. Perhaps the long path through the forest, once walked by many travelers and merchants, would have not been abandoned out of fear. The forest is stealing people away, they say, as if they never existed. So the people, as people often do, took to grief instead of hope. Even the renowned young knights who entered the forest to find those who got missing became another vanished person. Any remaining hope dwindled. When the news spread that the knight had not returned, I was the only one to willingly go into supposedly cursed forest and find him. All right, brother. Okay. Twerk for me, my boy. I don't know why that's like the requirement for me. I just twerk. It's quite possibly the stupidest idea I've ever had. I shouldn't be here. Every bone in my body seems to freeze as I approach the forest. Okay. Yeah, elf gang, trying to find the missing knight. I feel some sort of awful magic emanating from beyond the trees. And yet, despite my better judgment, I know I can't just leave. I have to find him. Yeah, it's the knight, right? People in the town told me he went a few days ago. This town broke. They gotta send you. Yo, dusty, unkept looking self. Knees dusty, shoulders dusty, Reeboks dusty. You could have not gone far. I'll be able to track him. Yeah, anybody at this point. You look like you only eat great value food. Goodness. Of course, that fool would go into this terribly eerie forest by himself, looking for everyone. I wonder if he ever remembered to wear his armor. He's far and wide, saving people, but the only thing bards won't sing of is how foolhardy. I cannot read. Then again, I suppose I'm not one to talk. Not only I am alone, but the sun's already down. Still, I don't think I have the luxury of waiting until tomorrow. Sneaking out was hard enough. No turning back then. If it means finding my brother, I'll just have to be a fool. Stealing my resolve, I take the first step into the forest. The chill in the wind is my only welcome. Yeah, a further adventure in this forest. A stranger it seems. I can tell how far I've gone because of everything around me looks as it did 30 minutes ago. And every time I looked behind me, I haven't seen the entrance of the forest. I've certainly made progress, but I've only certainly passed this exact broken tree at least 3 times now. I don't dare fully turn around, or I might forget which way is which. There's strange magic at work here, for sure. I can't tell what's going on exactly yet. I need more information. All I know right now is there's nothing around me, so no sound at all. I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing, just given how just quiet it is. You would normally hear the skittering of animals or maybe the owl in the night, but there's nothing. Bro, can you just non-pussy up and just get in there, bro? I'm not only comforted by the sound, the leaves crunching under my boots, as if it's more welcome among the silence, until the same sounds come from behind me. Who's there? Show yourself! I whip my body around to face the potential threat. What the freak? You like you were created off Adobe Illustrator. You too, homie. Don't let me forget you, unless that's a girl too. Only to be greeted by 2 strangers, shielding their eyes from my lantern in their face. Where did these two get behind me? I should have heard them sooner. Bro, your ears are trash. Look how they're down compared to theirs. As if I'm trying to decide how afraid I should be of the strangers in front of me. The dark-haired one laughs awkwardly. Ah, goodness. Didn't mean to startle you so badly. We're just dead lost, and you're the only person we've seen for a while. Okay, I looked them up and down, still examining for anything suspicious. Something about them still seems off. I can't put a finger on it. There's already a strange sense of magic in this forest, so maybe it's my imagination. But I sense something from these two. I just can't exactly tell what it is. Yeah, if she's wearing Levi's, bro, you can't trust it. Do you think you can help us? Maybe these are some missing people. Some of the missing people, I don't recognize them, but I haven't been in town for years. They could be, just travelers. Hello? I snap back in reality, hearing the stranger address me again. and I realize I haven't said anything. Has it really been so long that I've forgotten how to talk with strangers? I probably seem just as suspicious as them right now. Oh, right. I'm sorry. What did you say your names were? We didn't, but since you ask. Bro, you are such an L character so far. Like, he's just literally... oh my god. The stranger chuckles and gives me a small bow. Judas, a pleasure. This is my little sibling, Ellie. I do apologize, though. They're a bit... quiet. The more nervous duo, Ellie, gives an awkward wave. They look like they wanted to say something, but they don't. And you are? Ellie tilts their head as if making me the same question. I give the two of them one more once over. They don't appear dangerous, but something's still off. Being polite couldn't hurt though, right? I'm Rune. Well met. My apologies for not answering you sooner. I'm just a bit on edge. I see. Yes, this force does well at putting you in edge, doesn't it? Rest assured, we are likely in more danger approaching than you are, than us. I didn't even read that last part. I'm not gonna hold it to you. We lost our lanterns and our supplies out in the forest. Yes, came after us when we started setting up camp and ammo of some sort of. We had no choice but to abandon our supplies. Y'all are really built soft, bro. Y'all supposed to have some powers, like, why would you go to the forest without some type of weapon? We got away, clearly, but we ended up getting lost. Oh goodness, something came after you. Do you know exactly what it was? I haven't heard of many wolf or bear attacks in this forest. Now that I think about it, the only danger in this forest I've ever heard has been from whatever is causing people to disappear. Not sure. Neither of us got a good look. Certainly wasn't just a person. That aside, I don't suppose we could stick by you for a bit? The two of us are less concerned about our supplies and more concerned about just get back to town. You're carrying the only light source around for, well, potentially miles. That's fine if you don't mind walking all night. I'm not exactly going back to town for a while. It's kind of a long way. Fine with me. I don't think either of us could sleep very well tonight anyways. Ellie nods, so I shrug. They seem harmless for now, and I'm not one to leave two strangers wandering in the dark. I'm no knight, but magic hasn't failed me yet. It clearly has since they snuck up on you like Minito. Three of us walk together further down the forest path. I make sure I not let them behind me, keeping pace with them at least at my sides. Perhaps it's paranoia, but I can't shake this strange feeling about them. It's better to play safe and keep them at peripheral vision. I make a note not to tell them about how the forest seems to be looped, dealing with this discreetly as possible will ensure the least amount of problems for me when I go home. Now I have two strangers next to me to pay attention to, as well as looking for clues. Speaking of said strangers, the silence between us doesn't stretch more than a few minutes before Judas starts asking me questions. So we're just passing through this way. But what about you? Are you a traveler as well? Well, I'm looking for someone, my brother. Maybe you could help me with that actually. He's a young knight, quite tall, with a very freckled face. Oh, and he has a strange tattoo on his shoulder. It's quite intricate and hard to miss. Is he just shirtless, bro? What? Ellie and Judas look at each other for a moment, perhaps in confusion. Ellie looks nervous, but they haven't stopped looking nervous since they first saw him. We haven't seen anyone like that, no. You're the first person we've seen for a while. That's odd. He's quite difficult to miss. I wonder if he's no longer here. But then, where would he be? What happened was they murdered him and then tried to hit the body. And now we're dealing with him. Yeah, put her in a pack, bro. We already in the backwoods. No one at all? That's odd. A lot of people have gone missing around here. So I thought maybe you have seen at least one of them. Then again, I suppose they're called missing people for a reason. Wait, really? Well, that's concerning. If we'd known that, we would have come here. You haven't heard? At least 12 locals have gone missing here recently, as well as many travelers who came this way. Haven't been seen since. That's not even mentioning who I'm looking for. The people in town should have warned you. We didn't know. We didn't really talk to the locals in town. Not at all. Knowing the people from my hometown, they never let strangers wander off with no direction, especially not in the forest that's become notorious for vanishing people. You have a harder time avoiding people than not. I should know. Yeah, because you're a loser. That's why your ears are not up. You have to be a level 10 in order to get your ears up. Maybe things have changed since I've been gone. But don't believe this cat. They trying to hide a body. What you mean? Okay, well, did anything weird happen before you entered or even while you've been here? Other than being chased by a strange creature, no. About that, are you sure you can't tell me anything about it? Lights, strange noises, even a weird scent? Anything that comes to mind? No, nothing at all. It was dark. Wait. Did you skip over that? I think I saw... No, No, nothing at all. What do you mean by that? What do you actually mean by that? Nah, I'm on your ass, boy. Nah, I don't trust her. I mean, look at her face. Ellie looks shy. Now, that could be her personality. But then, you know, she's not really saying much. You know what I mean? Like, she's kind of nervous. And when she tried to set, like, come on. It's obvious that we're sussing. Well, he was quick to cut Ellie off. Oh, it's a dude. Bruh. Oh, my God. These two might know more than they're letting on. At best, it was a little rude. And at worst, it was deliberate. It was probably some sort of overgrown wolf. It didn't seem magical or anything. Besides, we already got away from it. I don't know. Don't wolves usually come in packs? I think we... What you want to do? What you want to do, bruh? We stop the talking right now. Let's fight. Let's box. Why you look like that, bruh? Judas shoots a cold glare at Ellie, who seems to choke on their words as they avert their gaze. How subtle. At least I have my answer. Yes, sir. Put him in the pack. Pack watch. Word of my mother, son, you're dead. At least I have my answer. Not only that was rude, he almost certainly making Ellie hide something. I need to find out just what that is. Though admittedly, I don't have the time or energy to dance around it. I try my best not to let that growing frustration show. I'd rather this be easy. I need all the information I can get on what is going on to ensure all of our safeties. So I'd like to hear what you have to say, Ellie. Judas sighs, but he's not contesting. So, Ellie, you were saying? Wait. Don't move. Judas stops all of us, looking around. Pull out the wand, bruh. Though I'm confused, I start inspecting my surrounding, making sure to be deathly quiet. Oh, freak. This is what happens when you give a crackhead a doll. Strange chirping noise reverberates through the forest. If it's an animal, it's not one that I've heard. The sound almost seems distort as it echoes. From the corner of my eyes, a shadow flickers beyond the trees. It's so fast, the autumn leaves rustle in the force of its stride. The sound seems to be coming from it. It's strange. A presence so familiar, and yet nothing I've ever sensed. My entire body runs cold and a chill. Its energy so dark, my throat is so tight, like I'm being choked. This certainly isn't another mage. I'm not even sure if this is a person. All I can tell is that it seems to be circling us. From the shadow darts back and forth between the trees. Second Judas spots it, his entire body goes rigid. Oh, now you scared. Judas grabs Ellie's wrist rather forcefully and begins running ahead of me with them in tow. I don't move, however. This might be exactly what's trapping us here. If I know what it is, I'll know how to deal with it. There it is. The most I can catch are glimpses of the silhouette through the trees, slightly hunched, but definitely on two legs. It's hard to make out the details in the darkness, even with the lantern. That familiar feeling strikes me again when I look at whoever or whatever it is. It couldn't be, though. Right? Atlas, is that you? I mean twerking. The figure stops, turning to face me, and I can make out two large white eyes fixed on me. The shadow of a figure just stands and stares through me. A chill runs up my spine. I'd run too, but my legs won't listen. Countless whispers from voices I've never heard before lit in my mind. Their words blend together until it's completely incoherent. Woo! That was tough and entirely overwhelming. I'm snapped out of my fear by someone taking my hand. Rune, please, we can't stay here. Aw, Ellie, you don't even know me. Ellie pulls my hand, ushering me to run with them. I don't stop them. Something tells me that I can't fight this thing head on. Bro, are you an L protagonist, bruh? And I can see Judas looking over his shoulder, but still running. As we run, I hear leaves scattering, and the shadow disappears from behind the trees. I still hear it behind me, as if it's in the back of my mind. Blindly throwing a spell behind me in fear, I keep running, hoping to at least distract the creature or immobilize it for a bit. Okay. What up with it? Thankfully, we seem to get away. I don't know how, given how fast that shadow was, but maybe my spell helped. It better, bruh. Whatever you did. We're able to rest at least. And as far as any of us could tell, we're no longer being pursued. Is this FL Keys, bruh? As I catch my breath, I glare at Judas. I'm quite certain you couldn't mistake what we saw for a wolf. What's really going on? First, I think that Judas can't answer me because he's catching his breath. So I wait. Then I get a better look at his face. Judas doesn't seem to be listening to me. He looks like he might snap at any moment. He's staring into his hands, gritting his teeth. Ellie takes a few steps back. That damn thing. How long is it going to follow us? How freaking vengeful can a half-dead soul be? Okay, this is lore. What is a dead soul? What did you do? Ellie covers her covers their mouth in shock. Okay, that clearly makes sense. They shake their head as if telling me to stop, or maybe telling Judas. Answer me! That creature used to be a person, didn't it? What did you do? Judas snaps his head towards me, grit his teeth like an animal, ready to strike. I'm ready too, bro. Yeah, spell in my hand. What's up with it? Prepared to strike it back at any moment. Magic in my hand is volatile as many emotions surge through me at once. I never seen a person magically twisted like that creature into nothing more than a shadow. For someone to be able to do that to another person, it shouldn't be possible. I can't imagine such horrible magic. Maho. I can't imagine such cruelty. Cruelty to what? What'd they do? Instead of the attack I was expecting, however, he breathes a deep sigh. Cause you know I'm about it. Brushing some of the hair of his face, his tone goes flat and cold. No, this is perfect, isn't it? After all, I sense a lot of power in that little spell of yours. Oh, you about it too? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Ellie, why don't you tell them? This dude obviously is from Romania or something, whoever created the game. After all, you know exactly why we're here, don't you? Ellie takes a step back from the both of us. Judas just sighs. My spell in my hand sparks, barely held together in frustration. You're coming with me. You'll answer to a higher authority for what you've done. Oh, here you go, trying to do your job. You know you clocked out 5 hours ago. Even if I have to drag you out of here myself. Oh, that's cute. Sorry to ruin your plans, but there will be no fighting between us. Don't make me repeat myself. I won't hesitate to fight if I must. You don't believe me? I'm telling the truth. We don't need a fight. Look into my eyes and see just how sincere I am. He got a genjutsu, don't do it, bruh. Yep. This is the easiest genjutsu. This is such an L protagonist. Can we get some L protagonists in the chat? My entire body freezes, paralyzed where I stand. I can't even move my mouth to speak. If this was a normal spell, I could have countered it, but it doesn't feel normal in the slightest. My mind is racing, trying to think of what to do. What exactly is he? He's certainly no average mage. The spell I prepared it to free my hand fizzes out of nowhere to go. I suppose brave stupidity must run in your family. Now he calling out your family bloodline. What a shame. I sense such an immense power from you, little mage. Thankfully, it won't be wasted on you much longer. It runs in my family. And that means... Oh gods, he means Atlas, doesn't he? Oh, is that his brother? Atlas probably tried to stop that man. Judas turned to Ellie once, and who's refusing to look at anyone. Are you just gonna stand there, Ellie? Or you're perhaps so absent-minded that you forgot the reason we came here? No, I haven't forgotten. Ellie struggles to speak, stuttering nervously. I don't think they'll want to be a part of this. Judas rolls his eyes in response. We don't have time for this. Just remind me not to expect anything from you in the future. But I'm such a good brother, big brother. I'll help you just this once. Watch closely. So I don't have to hold your hand next time, Ellie. After all, a demon prince can't be coddled forever now, can they? You a demon? This is so much worse than I thought. Even if I wasn't bound by a spell, this is too dangerous. If they're really demon princes, there'll be no trace of me to find. That must be what happened to Atlas. I do my best to struggle with against magic, to no avail. Come now, quit making such a face. It doesn't have to be like that. After all, it's such a lovely night. Wouldn't you agree? You truly couldn't have happened upon a better night to be your last. Judas laughs and reaches a hand towards me, grabbing my face and forcing me to make eye contact. I try to look away or close my eyes, in hopes that the spell won't affect me that way, but I have no control. I can't even scream. What would be the whole point of doing this? Look at you. Stupid. You about to be the thumbnail, bruh. There's a biting sting in the back of my head, like a pricking on my finger on a needle repeatedly. The world around me starts to blur, and I can only see his eerily glowing eyes. Don't worry. As long as you don't try anything stupid, this won't hurt a bit, and it'll be all over soon. I'm even being so kind as to fully numb your senses, but I'm sure you figured out that by now. Being such a smart mage. Judas laughs. There's a haze fog in my mind, and I can't seem to break out of it. Any thoughts I have to drown out by his nerves. Gradually begin to use myself. Every word he speaks seems to echo into my mind, drowning out my inner voice. It's like I'm sleeping away. So is he gonna turn me into what he turned my brother into? I don't know. Am I getting the story correct? See, Ellie, this isn't difficult. I've already done the hard work binding them. All you have to do is finish the job. Judas shoves me away so roughly it knocked me over if he didn't grab my shoulder to stabilize me. See, they can't even stop themselves from falling. No threat at all. You bind them, numb their senses, and soon they can't even do a thing to stop you. I'm sure you can even do this with ease someday, dear sibling. Bro, for a demon, you got trash drip. It's time for you to finally become a proper demon prince. What does that mean? What are they planning? I panic at the implications, trying to desperately think of something I can cast myself out of this mess. But any spell I can think of requires me to move. Is there a problem? Well, no, this feels really wrong. By the gods, you're still on that? We've discussed this. You think like a mortal. Lowly concepts such as right or wrong are simply not applicable to us. So you're telling me this is a shonen visual novel I'm playing? Thanks. There's no circumventing thousands of years of tradition. There's no other way to fully gain your powers. End of story. And no, it's just, what if I didn't? What if I just stayed as I am? Please tell me you're joking. Well, I can already cast some spells. I don't see the need of hurting someone to become stronger. Damn it, Ellie, it's just not about magic. You know how important this is, and you've been putting it off long enough. If we go home empty-handed now, our fathers will blame it on me. And who knows what the hell they put me through? Do you really want to do that to me? No, I never want to cause you trouble. Then stop wasting my time. I can feel anything. I mean the sensation of Ellie grasping my hand. All I know that is I can hear the way their breath shakes, and I see the nervous look on their face as they make eye contact with me. I brace myself for death or whatever twisted magic they may cast, hoping that since I've lost all my sensation in my body, it won't hurt. Ellie stares into my eyes, but theirs don't glow as the same way Judas does. All I can do is stare back into their wavering gaze with fear. After a moment, Ellie breaks away and shakes their head quickly. Judas, I can't do this. Please, let's just go home. I'm sure our fathers will understand. You are just... At this point, I'm joining Judas. Like, you are a lowly concept. Just don't make me do this, please. You were always such a child. What? Consider this yet another demonstration, dear sibling. Judas shoves Ellie away, who hits the ground with a thud. I want to take this opportunity to get away, but it's like I'm watching the world through someone else's eyes. I can't make any moves to influence it. All I can do is watch like a ghost with no body. Detach. Judas clutches both of my shoulders with his hands, glowing eyes stare into mine. We could have done this the easy way, but this will have to do. Sensation returns to my body all at once, but in the worst way imaginable. Whenever my body lights up in pain, I can feel Judas' sharp nails clawing like digging in my shoulders through my clothes. The pain radiating through me, sharp and searing, like I'm being ripped away from myself. So horrible I want to scream, lash out, but I can't move. And now it's far too late for me to do anything. He's draining my soul from me. Stop, please. You don't have to do this, Judas. Just let them go. If you want to reject your nature, so be it. But I'm making up for your mistakes. I'll be strong enough for the both of us, so you could continue living in shame. Won't that be nice? Maybe I can even keep you from being a total outcast, provide you to stay under my wing. If I could scream, I'll be willing. The pain intensifies with every moment. In the corner of my eye, I could see Ellie panicking, nearly screaming. You're going to kill them! Don't be stupid, Ellie. That's a given. Food exists to die and be consumed. Are they trying to eat us? Please stop this. I don't want this. Gods, would you shut up already? You're making it so hard to focus. You already made a monumental mistake tonight, so at least be useful and stay out of this. No, I told you to stop. Okay, fight back, fight back. Using some kind of spell, Ellie pushes Judas back and stands between us. Judas puts the spell on me and is entirely broken, but it's interrupted just enough for me to move. For that brief moment, a scream escapes me. I fall to my knees. My lantern falls, shattering on the ground below. Rune! Judas scratches his face in pain. Interrupting the pain, the spell must have hurt him as well. How stupid you have to be, Ellie. Time and time again, you prove to be ashamed of this family. I'm giving you one last chance. Do something right for once and step aside. Ellie flinches, but they don't move away, glaring at Judas as I try to reorient myself. This looks like it's going to be a fight. I need to stand. My patience is wearing thin. I won't ask you again. I don't want to fight you. We could still leave. She's having more balls than this dude. Or he. What a shame. Oh. Y'all can read that. I ain't gotta read that. Alright, fight back. Rune, get out of here. To do something, not letting one summon sacrifice for me. Hey, Judas. Voice still weak. I grab his attention, just long enough to throw the rock straight at him. Ooh, hit him. It's a little off kilter, but it doesn't do much. It's a great distraction. In that brief opportunity, Ellie's hands grow bright with magic. Okay, the duo team. And they throw their hands over Judas' eye from behind him. Ah, I'm sorry. Ellie pulls back and Judas doubles over, holding his eyes. You brat. You brat! Judas blindly strikes at him with his claws while Ellie rushes to take my hand. Come on. I grasp my hand tightly. Ellie pulls me along while we have the chance. Get back here. I'll kill you. I'll kill you both. All right. We keep running. Further we go. The more pain I feel. It's coming unbearable. Ellie, wait. She jumps at my voice. I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Must be exhausted. Let's rest for a moment. We should be safe for a bit. Against a tree to catch my breath. As Ellie starts pacing back and forth. They're muttering to themselves, sounding like they're about to cry. What have I done? I can't go home now. Judas he'll kill me. I couldn't just do nothing though. That was so stupid. So stupid. I want to calm them down, but I find myself growing very weak. Actually, maybe it isn't weakness. I'm losing feeling completely. Unlike earlier, I could still move. Finding myself unable to stand, I start to slump against this tree. Bro, can we not use our maho, bro? As I try to speak again, but not only make a small sound, Ellie turns to me and their eyes wide in shock. Oh my. I'm sorry, are you alright? Let me help you. It might sound strange coming from a demon, but healing is my strong suit. Really? Ellie approaches me, reaching out their hands to me. As my hands gently brush the side of my head, I feel a familiar tinge of magic, but this time, it's not of sinister nature. Judas' magic felt like a mist and fog, feeling of being lost and afraid. Ellie's magic feels more like running water in a creek, or gentle rain on the window. I'm in a lot of less pain. Either way, I'm able to stay on my feet. Thank you. I don't fully understand the situation, but you saved me, regardless. What? No, I'm just one of the people who put you in danger in the first place. Please don't thank me. A humble demon. Like I said, I don't fully understand the situation. I'm just looking at it from the outside. Perhaps it seems from the inside, seeing I was involved in what just happened very directly. My point is that you could have killed me. Sounded like that it might have been easier an option for you. Still, you chose to save me. For that, you have my thanks. Rune, I need to tell you the truth about all of this. I actually know what happened to your brother, or rather what happened to all of the missing people. If what happened with Judas is just now is any indicator, I believe I can figure out what you're going to tell me. Well, yes, but there's something you should know. As you probably figure out, Judas took all of their souls except for one person. He just barely escaped. So he's still alive? I don't know for sure, but Judas was almost done, you know? When the tattoo on your brother's shoulder started glowing. It interrupted the spell and he ran. Seeing how frustrated Judas was after searching this forest, it's pretty likely he got away. I got separated looking for him, so I don't know if he's okay or why Judas gave up searching. He's sure to be here. Judas made me surround the forest with a spell that supports the area, so no one can leave. Alright, y'all. 50 minutes in. Probably gonna pause for today. I'm probably gonna finish this maybe next week. Just depends on what you guys think. Do you guys mess with this so far? Do y'all like the story? Y'all gotta let me know. No, this is not bad. I don't think it's bad so far. I don't know how far we got on the itchio page. The developer did say it's 45 minutes in total, and since the fact that we're like doing commentary, we probably made it longer than it has to be, but we could probably finish it next week depending on what you guys think, if you guys like this. But no, so far it's not bad. I think plot and idea for it is pretty interesting, and I like how it gives you a little bit of mystery to figure some pieces to the puzzle, what's going on with the story, so that's cool. But my god, if I have to be honest, I've seen this trope so many times, this shonen trope. You know, you just got that bloodlusted person that just don't care about morals or whatever, and he's like the enemy or whatever, which is not bad to a certain degree. It's just like, bruh, I see it all the time, bruh. But this is not bad. I don't think it's bad. For whatever it's worth, this actually looks pretty cool, and you know, shout out to the developer. I'm interested to see how much more we're gonna get from the main character, because I kind of want to see if he's gonna do a little bit more than what he's doing now, you know what I mean? Because he didn't get to use his powers or anything, so hopefully whatever is gonna happen, he will end off with a bang. But either way, appreciate you supporting black business. You guys do know you can send one-off game recommendations, right? Bruh. I already got a list full of people who already recommended a bunch of indie games that are a series to play, so I have to kind of wait on them, you know what I'm saying? But you can still ask if you want a certain game that you want me to play on the list, you feel me? Either way, thank you for supporting Black business as usual. Stay blessed, keep your head space strong. We'll see you. Peace.